So I was accepted and I went to Providence Bible Institute. It was a 3-year course, and I grew in the Lord, met some fine Christians at that school and had good fellowship. And then when I graduated, I didn't have any open doors, nowhere to go to serve the Lord. So I went back home, and I went back to my old boss, and he said yes, he could use me. So I went back to work. I don't know how long I stayed there. I can't remember. But I think it was less than a year. Then I heard about, coming to Alabama, or going to Alabama, I should say, to work with children. And children were my greatest interest. I love children and I love to be with them. So and it was through the church in Buffalo, and an older lady whose husband had died and left her quite well-to-do, felt called to the Lord to go to Alabama to work with Children's Bible Mission. And she asked me if I would be interested in going, so I went out to Buffalo and talked to her, and we decided that I would come down. So I came to Alabama with Mrs. Althea Hooker, and we found a place to live in a motel. And they had it was during the war, and Fort Rucker was loaded with soldiers and people, and everything was full. But they had one old unit way in the back, and nobody wanted it, so they let us take it. And it was wood. All the rest were red brick, but this was wood, and it was a large room for the beds, but they had a little room that they made it into a kitchen. They had a table where we could eat, and it was just good for us. It wasn't lovely, but it was good for us. And we rented it and started to go out and work and see if we could get busy for the Lord.